dudes, how we doing, ladies and gentlemen? My cupcakes, are you out there? Are you listening? And you, tell Jolie Coy, get over and check his channel out. Smashing car, smashing pond, in-ground pond. The only thing is, it's just the same as ANC's pond. It's because he had ANC's liner. Check both channels out. Awesome. Anyway, it's late afternoon. Done the shopping with Ma, done the visits, So now what have I got to do? I've got to get my fucking finger out of my arse and get some shit done. But on top of that, I've got some bits here that have been brought around and given to me by Brad. Rest your soul, Peter. I trialled and tested Peter Wander's Eric 1 filter 9-10 years ago now. The poor thing's in a poor state because over the years that Brad's had it, it's been adapted and broken, but the basic carcass is there. The label on the top is still there, and that's what's important. Let me spin you around and I'll show you what I mean. Kiddies aren't too fucking happy today. There's been a drop in the temperature in the water, but we've got a lot of wind chill at the moment. There you go, gummy number 1. There's your easy pod mush for Drew's pond. No, I'm not fucking cleaning it for you. You can do that yourself. Oop. Glass cups, ready for the window. But here we have the Eric 1P, P meaning prototype. First prototype, 1 of 2. The reason it was 1 of 2, because at the time, this was the pump fed model, which entered through there. It then came through this hole here, and you had a brush box here, and it went through the brushes, and then you had 3 cartridge blocks, 1, 2, 3, and they were Eric matting, which is Jack matting, but it was on edge in little chambers like so. And then went out the end. Why did I stop using it? I stopped using it because of my hands. It came to a point where if you left it too long, the back flush or the whoosh wasn't enough to clean the brushes, and I'd spend about 5 minutes or so beating the shit out of it against the shed wall with the hose pipe as well, and it just wasn't doing my hands any good. So it then went to Brad, who then used it as an Eric 1 for a while, but then, like we all do, we start to tinker, we change, and this is the sorry state it's in at the moment. So I've got 2 things going through my head at the moment. Brad did say he thinks he's still got the cartridge blocks, which was the bio. I'm in 2 minds at the moment whether to turn it back into what it was supposed to be, which is with the brush box. Trust me, I don't think I'd ever use it again, but just as a bit of history. You know, putting it back to how it should have looked. If you want to know how it should have looked properly, there's actually one of these in full good condition for sale on eBay. My man Leon from Budget Pond Keeping, get your ass over to his channel and say hi from Vince. He actually sent me the link to show me it, because he thought I might have been interested in it. No, there's only 2 that I've got interested in, and that's this one here purely because of the history it holds for me and the Eric Compact that Brad is keeping hold of at the moment, which that should have gone on. In fact, no, it shouldn't. This was an extra one, actually, that Peter had made for me to go underneath the prototype one, because we did change the brush box when he upgraded it, and we also changed a couple of the cartridges as well. So, you know what I mean. It's got a nice bit of history. So, do I put it back to how it should be, as if it was a running filter, or do I turn it into my new bagging and bowling station? That's the question. But I've also got two blues here as well. They're not big blues, they're smaller blues. There might be one available. Leave it with me for the moment. Let me have a think on it and whether I want to put one in the filter shed when I do the rebuild. If not, there'll be two up for grabs. If I do, then there will be one up for grabs. So today it's a case of I've got to get that plastic down off of there, give the wood a bit of a clean down, get the wood up this side, give all the wood a paint, and then while that's drying, jump in here and clean all the snobs off. Drop the fire in here later, warm it up in there, and I've got to finish off the painting on this side, and then we are all ready then for Thunderbirds I'll go tomorrow. Oh, I'm excited. This is going. Oh, I know, I should grow up, but hey. Yep, filter house looks an absolute fucking shithole. Still got to strip this bit off yet, but I think outside's more important right at this moment in time. How are we doing, my little kiddies? Now, in answer to yesterday's question, how many handfuls did this lot clear in less than 5 minutes? They had 7 handfuls of mealworms, and they could have had more in less than under 5 minutes. Now that is some crazy shit. Thought you'd like to have a little look at them before I chuck the shower back on. Oh. Someone's done the lid up full. Right, hold on there, don't drop in. So on that note, I'm going to leave them a munching. I'm going to put you down, stick some tunes on, and pull the finger out the arse and get on. Bloody wind's picking up, but I'm hoping that's the last coat of the black. I've got the wood on the ceiling painted black. Hopefully that'll be dry shortly, and I can get sealing it up with some silicone. Still got to run round and knock all the snobs off the edge yet. Oh, off the edge, round there. You know what I mean. Round the walls. Wind is starting to really pick up though for the moment. Fuck knows why that is. Please, 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 stay dry. Stay dry, please, please, please. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. I'm going to go in and have a break, and I'll come back out in a bit. Here we go, cupcakes. I've got, not that you can see them properly, but I've got 6 roof panels in now. Not the prettiest of job, but it'll be effective until we can afford a new roof at some point in time. I'm hoping that the wind doesn't get too violent tonight and whips all this off, and then it ends up getting fucking wet, because that will end up pissing me right off, because I've done my best to get it as prepared as humanly possible for my man Stu Bob tomorrow. I've got all the walls de-snobbed. I run over everything with the chisel. Even singed off all the flipping paintbrush hairs that come out of the paintbrush when I was painting that slurry stuff on. It killed about 3 paintbrushes, that shit did. So yeah, that's where we're at. I think I'm going to have to get another nail in that top one there. I think that's going to be my problem one, if anything. So yeah, on that note guys, I'm going to pin that in place, stop it from flapping around like stop it flapping around, and we will see you in the morning. Hoping and praying that it's dry, and it has been dry all night. As giddy as a 16-year-old virgin on prom night. Yeah, that's it. Everything's ticking along. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh yeah. You never know. Touch wood. This time next weekend, we should have fish in there, all being well. So, yeah, until tomorrow, guys. Well, I would say good afternoon, but hey, it's Sunday afternoon anyway. The weather's shitty, fiberglass isn't getting done. Hopefully, touch wood, that will be done on Tuesday. So, not a lot I've managed to do. I've started sorting out the 3-inch pipework, which is the last bit of pipework left to do. I've just got to wait for some CT1, and then I can get that all buttoned up, and then that's all the pipework done up, ready to go. Absolutely pucker. So I've got it all buttoned down at the moment because it's raining, but the inside is starting to look a bit swish now. Went over it last night, got rid of all the snobs and bits and pieces, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with it in there now. Started, like I said, I've been in there melting pipe and creating bucket. Coupler. Yes, making a fitting out of a bit of pipe. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I was going to make a mix and get the front seat in the front garden rented, but rain put pay to that as well. So flick you around, we'll have a quick look round, and then I'll pick you up later, I think. So yeah, the big kiddies are just chilling. Their water's fecking cold. In fact, what we're sitting at the moment, oh, not too bad. We're sitting at 9 degrees. But this week I'm going to start taking that apart, which means I'll get that those two pipes bypassed and just dumping in and up for the minute, and I can then use, hopefully use the decking to go on the seat. I can then have a little shift around of bits and pieces and get an idea of what I'm thinking about. So, yep, the fish house is still looking a shit out. But these cupcakes are doing really well. In fact, I've got to bowl up a few fish. I got to bowl up Gaz from Gaz's Koi Ponds, Deutz Achiba up, and I'm absolutely shit with names, but someone asked me to bowl up some of the Deutz Kajaku that I've got, so I'll have a look at getting that done for you in a bit. But as you can see, water is back to its normal crystal clear. Fish are really active. Yeah, fucking think about the way he eats. You dirty bastards! Not on me phone! Right, sorry about that, cupcakes. I'm going to have to dry the phone off, as I was saying, before the towel turned the fucking thing off. Right, I'll be back to you in a momento. Right, guys, little bastard, there is still about 3 or 4 in the tank, but this is Deutsch-Kajaku. Oh, look, 2 for the price of 1. As you can see, the orange patterning's there, the blue in's there, the Matsuba's in the zipper. This one's really pretty. Right, I'm going to let these go, but as a quick brief look at the Deutsch-Kajaku. Just double check everywhere, make sure there's no little bugger on the floor. No, we're sweet. Tell you what though, it don't stop them from eating. And I will probably pick you back up when I get the Pickles. He wants to measure his fish, so I shall go over and oblige. So I'm going to get this lot buttoned back up, get the cover back on. They're not at a high temperature anymore. They're sitting at about They're sitting at about 16 degrees, but it's fluctuating between 16 and 18. And then as soon as the fiberglass is done, we'll turn the heaters off completely, and then by the time the temperatures have dropped in here, we should almost be ready to transfer fish over. Handle's in the way, there we go. So that's them shut up for a little while. I've got to sort a few bits out, and like I say, I'm going to then head off to the Pickles, and I'll pick you back up then. Well, cupcakes, we have arrived at the Pickles. I've got a handle at home you can have. next time you come round.
Come on, big boy. Yeah, get the big one first.
There we go. We're going to bowl up his few fish.
Oh, you motherfucker. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there.
That is Deutsch Kajaku.
I thought it was a Benny
No,
Kikikori.
that's not. That's not. No, that is Deutsch Kajaku. He's very pretty. So, nose up against this end.
Oh. Come on, then, little me. No, that way. Why don't we go that way? Thanks. 27.
27 cm.
So not too far off, Stu.
That was fry last year, wasn't it? That was from
Yeah,
that was from the New Forest fry.
Oh, little me. Go back in.
Right. We'll come back with the next one. Nice little Kin Matsuba.
Had that from when it was small. They're the ones in my short, to be fair, them two.
Yeah.
How big am I or not?
If you look carefully, you've actually got Ginrin scales directly under the zipper as well. Can you see it?
Hmm.
You see?
It's a little sparkly, isn't it?
Right down either side of the zipper.
You can see on the edge of every scale, it's got like the line.
Underneath the woo.
Oi.
Steady.
Um, 24 and a half.
24 and a half.
Yeah, 24 and a half.
Oh yes, I should never have fucking give you this. Now that is stunning. That is a he shower. And I say it's a he shower because there is white underneath, isn't there?
Yeah, it's got a little white belly.
Yeah. And he's still looking a bit orange because he's been kept indoors most of last year. Came out
End of November.
End of November. So once that gets some sun in it and that Benny starts to thicken up, that is going to be a cracking fish. Absolutely fucking awesome. Now that one is an Adam Beyer fish.
Yeah.
So I'll have to show Adam this video and Adam will be able to tell me just by looking at the Benny and the Sumi exact. Yeah. You might say
wide.
You might say that it's grown, but considering that Kahaku is 2 years old.
Well, a year and a half, whatever.
Well, it's almost 2 years old. The same as the shower I've got in my grown on tank. Beautiful pattern on it. Absolutely beautiful pattern on it. Just a really, really slow grower.
But it has put on a bit of size.
It has put on a little bit of size since we got it, because we got this from Adam Byers.
But to be fair, it only fed with me for a month or so before it come outside and they stopped eating completely.
But the white on it is beautiful. Once that Benny thickens back up, once that Benny thickens back up.
Well, let's see how long he is then. Oh, because we didn't measure him when we brought him back, did we?
No, we didn't. But that is stunning.
Compared to, we got a picture of him in the boulder when we got him, so we can definitely tell the difference.
Well, you should have pictures of him anyway when you pour it out.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's have a look. About 18 and a half. You don't want to be there. All right. 18 and a half cm. Hey.
Sweet. So yeah, there we go, guys. There is 2 others in there, but they're just too small to worry. 3 others, but they're just too small to worry about for the minute. There we go, all back, nice and cushy. So there we go. A quick look at the Pickles fish. I'm going to have to upload these photos from this phone to my other phone so I can send them across to him now. But on that note, I'll catch you back at home.
That's all, cupcakes.